Hey everyone, it's 8:01 p.m. Pacific time. It is May 15th, 2015. That means tomorrow I will be 3 months post-op for my hysterectomy. It's crazy to me because I don't even feel like I had surgery. This is about 12 weeks out where I can fully resume normal activity and go back to everything I love doing. I've been skating. I was cleared for skating at 2 weeks, but like cruising. He said to wait till 6 for a skate park, and I've only gone to a skate park once, took it really easy. But other than that, there hasn't been much physical limitation except for the first few weeks. Emotionally, that's where I know I've had surgery. I am so much more balanced and zen and calm, and I don't feel like I'm at war with myself anymore. I realized nearly 9 years of cross-hormone therapy and having the ovaries still producing their estrogen, and then, injecting 100 milligrams of testosterone every week really took its emotional toll on me. And I was up and down, up and down. So since then, I've noticed I'm just so much more calm and balanced. Not that I don't get off and get thrown a curveball once in a while, but that's normal. I feel like I'm within the normal range of human emotion. I'm not just this ship sailing the rocky seas all the time. So that's really nice. It's nice to feel more. So just having that anxiety stripped away is great. Being back in California is great. That also brings a calmness to me that I don't get when I'm on the East Coast. But emotionally, the first, I'd say 2 to 4 weeks, really the first 2 weeks were the roughest. I had so much energy when I first got out, like I couldn't wait to get out of the hospital. I was like, oh, I remember the first night home, because I only spent 1 night in the hospital. I wanted to go in my garage and skate on a homemade ramp, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? I had so much energy. I think I was kind of on a surgery high, waited 6 years to get this, finally got it, I'm so stoked. And then also just suddenly lacking these organs. Maybe there was a surge with the testosterone, taking over some estrogen. I don't know. Either way, I felt so much energy. It was almost like being manic, but not. And so that was really hard to deal with because I couldn't do anything to get it out. So I would have to put all that kind of crazy, frenetic energy I have into something like on the computer or playing music. If you're going to get surgery, especially a lower surgery, you're going to be laid up for a long time, and you need something to not get all cabin fever and go crazy. Same with chest surgery. Still got to distract yourself. The biggest difference between chest surgery and my hysterectomy was with the chest surgery, your entire range of motion is compromised. Everything you're doing is affected. With the hysto, it's just concentrated right here, so you don't really think about it as much. And then, the painkillers would wear off or something, or I move in bed, suddenly be like, whoa, definitely had surgery down there. It wasn't as physically horrible, but it's definitely still something that I had to more consciously keep in mind. Okay, when I get into bed, move slowly like this, because with the chest it was more like, ooh, that hurts. With this it was suddenly like, bam, swing my legs over, crazy pain. But yeah, I'm feeling great, more stable, more spiritually just centered. It's lovely. Let me show you my scars. They look really great. I cannot believe just how well they've healed, and I love the way he placed them. He was really concerned about scar placement, more than I was almost, but I'm glad he was, because they're below my underwear line, so when I go to the beach and surf and skim or whatnot, you won't see the scars. Not that I think they would particularly out me, and I'm not worried about being outed, but, I've got chest scars, so that's obviously, there's no hiding that. So I think they're much more noticeable than my hysto scars, but either way, I'm glad I had a doctor that was sensitive to that kind of thing. So I may as well show you the scars. I had it done laparoscopically, only had 4 incisions, and you can hardly see them. It's awesome. First of all, I don't know how good this lighting is. The belly button, it's so beautiful, it almost doesn't even look like I had any kind of incision there in the first place. The way it healed, it turned in, so the incisions are actually on the inside now, so not visible there. And then one little scar here, I don't know if you can see that. And then, let's see. Yeah, just these 2 down here. That is, I think they look great. They're just so small, and you can hardly see this. In terms of physical changes, one of the first things I noticed was my dick grew, in width, girth, whatever. I don't know if I was just feeling good, I was just feeling its presence more prominently, but it definitely did. The voice, I still am used to talking up in high register, but my real voice is very deep. It takes too much air to talk like this, whatever. I think the voice kind of just it's kind of bottomed out, but not too much difference there. But then today I was looking and I was like, I think my chest is a little hairier. I'm not the hairiest dude. It takes me a long time to grow this beard. Believe it or not, this is definitely a year. But I noticed, like, up here, actually, I'll just show you. There's a little more hair on my chest. So, like, well, up here, like, and I never really got it here, and it's a little bit thicker. It's not much compared to most guys. And down here, my stomach's a little more hairy. Ooh, hello. Yeah, and that's all I really noticed. It's not that much more prominent. Since being here, I don't have a car. I skate everywhere, so that's definitely helped me get in shape, and I'm just feeling really good about my body. I had to get a hold of Dr. Fisher because I've had a hell of a time getting my license gender marker changed to male here. It's another topic for a whole nother video. But basically I had to talk to Dr. Fisher, call her office, whatever, to get a letter from them saying I've had surgery. And I sent them a picture. I said, like, hey, maybe you want to see what your chest looks like 8 years out. And they loved it. And they're like, oh, Dr. Fisher was so stoked she wants to use it in some of her talks. So they asked me for permission. I said, go ahead. Because they, you know, they really get to see long-term results. It feels so good to feel good about my body after just dealing with such dysphoria and alienation and isolation in Florida, and just feeling such internalized transphobia, and that, like, my body was not worthy of desire or admiration, or even just to feel somewhat okay about just because I was trans. And I realized how fucked up that was, and I just hope anybody that's in that place can get out of it, because that's such a shitty thing to tell yourself. And I told myself that all the time. I'm like, ugh, I'm trans, I'm gross. And no, that was my depression speaking, and just a lot of bad self-talk. So changing that self-talk, feeling better, and doing the work to get my body to a place where I want it to be. I'm feeling good about that too. That's it for the Hysto. I don't want to blab on too long. I'm famous for that. But yeah, just a little more hair. And yeah, I hope you all are having a great week. Alright, take care.